Hey guys, Duncan here again. Let's talk the potential for America's demise. First though, please subscribe to my channel, like my videos, comment in the section below, and hit that bell for notifications. So let's talk about the potential for America's demise. Now, the Chinese once said that you cannot take America by force. You can't infiltrate it, because behind every blade of grass there's an American with a gun. So let's talk about some of the ways they can. So first thing you got to do is you got to ruin America's economy. You got to send jobs elsewhere. You got to make sure that unemployment is at an all-time high. You got to increase debt, foreign debt. You gotta put heavy job restrictions on, like NAFTA, like TPP. You have to cripple a nation's economy, the resources. With that said, you now have a nation that's living off of the system. Now you're increasing debt. Now you have a nation that's controlled. Next, you have to infiltrate the colleges, subvert the youth. You have to create this sympathetic movement for people who are literally going to silence and overrun the American voters and their voices. So what you do is you start silently bringing in a few illegals here and a few illegals there. You create this sanctuary so that they can live, so that they can vote. You give them driver's licenses, you give them the ability to vote. Next thing you know, American people are losing their votes because of illegal votes. Now these illegal votes are constituting to the next step in the process, which is you have to strip Americans of their rights, like their right to protect themselves. So by installing this illegal voting base, you've now created these walls of sanctuary where these corrupt deep state politicians can literally impose their laws on the American people. Now here's the thing. Now you see them going after the Second Amendment. You see them going after the gun rights. So remember that phrase, behind every blade of grass is an American with a gun. Well, not if you have the illegal votes behind walls of sanctuary to take those guns away. So now you're at a nation that can't protect themselves. A crippled nation, a broke nation, a nation living off the system, controlled. Next, you have to create conflict. You have to create division, chaos. So you create these false narratives that separate people. You create these different reasons why people should literally hate each other. You force them to fight, argue. You separate them. Now, through chaos is a need for control. So now by creating the chaos, they now have established a need for control. So they come in, they now start installing their government control upon us, thus taking even more of our rights. So by the time it's done, American rights are getting attacked. But that's not the only part that's happening. You have to tear down the laws as well as the foundation of the laws. So the next step they do is they start subverting the youth into this notion that somehow 150 years ago they were wronged and they should just start tearing down these monuments in the name of some slavery that really hasn't even happened in almost 200 years here. In the same regard, the next step of that is going after the forefathers, the same forefathers that signed the Declaration, the Constitution, these forefathers will be attacked because they also own slaves. This will delegitimize the entire foundation. So you've created chaos. Now, on top of that problem, now you have the previous administration that pumped all these anti-American Islamics into our country, who none of them really care or love America, and each one of them, none of them believe in the Christian foundations of our laws. That's why many of them attempt to change our laws. They create these Sharia zones all over our country, all of which time they tear down Christianity. So, when you look about that final step of removing the foundation of our laws, this goes to taking out "In God We Trust." It goes to taking out the Christian values and morals and replacing them with, well, Sharia law, Muslims, sanctuary, illegals, people looking to tear America down. You see, by the time it's all said and done, the whole concept is, one, you've subverted America into giving up their own rights. You've allowed illegals and refugees to have more of a voice in your country than your own people. You've allowed that voice to strip the American people of their rights to protect themselves and more. You've created poverty by sending away jobs, all of which time you're tearing down the foundations of our country. We're seeing it today. That's why they're going after Trump, because President Trump is preaching about unity. It's preaching about America first. And they can't stand the fact that we have a president that is encouraging the American people to be strong, to be one. And so they're ripping them apart. They're tearing them to shreds. They can't stand it. And that's really what we're looking at right now. Because these deep state liberal politicians are more interested in creating chaos and conflict than they are at creating resolution. They're more interested in all of that than they are in really America. They support socialists, terrorists, anti-Americans, in every aspect of the thing. The only people that the liberals don't represent is the American people, and the American Constitution, and the American laws. And that's a simple fact. And I'll preach that until it's over. Because, you know, the liberals don't represent America. They don't. They don't represent American values, morals. And as you watch America being ripped apart now, today, as you watch America getting infiltrated by illegals and refugees, as you watch "In God We Trust" get ripped apart, as you watch Christianity get delegitimized along with our president, as you watch our laws get delegitimized, as you watch our politicians screaming for violence instead of resolution, screaming for vandalism instead of resolve, as you see this in your country, just remember, this is not what America was supposed to be. Yet somehow we've got subverted into the chaos, the confliction, and the need for government control. Now that control has led us to poverty. It's led us astray. It's about time we got a president that will bring us back. God bless America. God bless President Trump. Finally, America first. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you guys, if you guys agree with what I'm saying, like my message, please subscribe to my channel. Hit that bell for notifications. Comment in the box below. Have a great day. Thanks again. Peace. Duncan out.